We unpack. We unpack. We unpack. Coming to you live. Boxingego unpack. Yeah. We unpack. We unpack. We unpack. Coming to you live.
Devin Haney is favored if he is to fight Lomachenko, and that's from Lomachenko's last opponent, JAIME ORTIZ. That's what I want to talk about in this video. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. So it looks like Fight Hype has an interview with JAIME ORTIZ. In case you guys aren't in the know, JAIME ORTIZ was Vasyl Lomachenko's last opponent. This is what he said when he was basically asked about Lomachenko and the scorecards from his fight with Lomachenko. He says, when I heard the scorecards, I'm like, I got it. So he was clearly surprised that he lost to Lomachenko. He also says, quote, I would love a rematch. If he would give me a rematch, I think it would be a more interesting fight for the fans than a possible fight with Lomachenko versus Devin Haney. That would be more interesting for the fans. If they really feel that I won, let's run it back and let's see if he can win in a dominating fashion or if I can get a win in a dominating fashion. I know if I were to face him again, I would take him out. I wouldn't let it go to decision. And then regarding Devin Haney fighting Lomachenko, this is what Ortiz had to say. He says, quote, I'm probably going to favor Devin Haney, but we'll see. I hear a lot of people saying they feel that Lomachenko will give him a fight. I just feel from his performance and watching how he has a good jab and how I dominated Lomachenko with just basically my jab and controlling him, I feel like he'll probably do the same and keep him at bay. I feel like Lomachenko is too small for the lightweight division and Devin Haney would be too strong for him. It would be a repeat of me and his fight. To me, the fight went how the sparring went. And he's comparing it to when he sparred Lomachenko. He says, I wasn't fatigued at all. I think that's where I effed up. He says in the championship rounds, he should put his foot on the gas. I should have never thought like that. To think like that, but I really felt good and confident that I had a lot of rounds in the bag. I thought they were clear, and at least when I was in the ring, but yeah, fatigue was not one of the issues at all. I wasn't surprised by it because I knew that that was going to happen. That's why I was so confident and so calm. No, I wasn't surprised. So to me, that's a little bit contradictory, you know, in the simple fact of he said he let his foot off the gas thinking he had rounds in the bag, but then he also said he wasn't surprised that they robbed him in the outcome. Now, I've given you guys my opinion on the fight, and it hasn't changed. I thought JAIME ORTIZ beat Lomachenko. I thought Lomachenko, it was kind of like the Teofimo Lopez fight where he's giving up early rounds, letting the younger, fresher guy kind of get off first and things like that. And then when Lomachenko's up against it, then in the second half, he kind of turned up in little spots. And I've only watched the fight once, but if I'm not mistaken, I think I even gave JAIME ORTIZ the 12th round. And if the judges thought it was a close fight, to me, based on his lackluster performance, especially in the first rounds, where he was clearly getting outboxed and having trouble with Ortiz's size, I do believe that that would have been a needed round that Lomachenko needed to nab. But Devin Haney got in the ring after the Lomachenko fight. You guys know boxing politics. That was the fight that they were trying to make, and it looks like the politics kind of got in the way because I really thought Ortiz won the fight, right? And I don't really see how you can give it to Lomachenko. As far as Devin Haney and Lomachenko, I just find the talking points are laughable at this point. Because me on my channel, I say all of these things and give you my honest opinion. You know, it's not anything against this fighter or this. I get accused of all kinds of it. Oh, you're biased. Oh, you hate Lomachenko or whoever the said fighter is. And I just continue to do my thing and give you my honest opinion, one foot in front of the other, and produce the best commentary in all of boxing and boxing history in the digital age. So Ego Stradamus strikes again. Now it's funny to see that all of the people who called Lomachenko, and this is not directed at Ortiz because I never really heard him even do too many interviews about Lomachenko. I'm talking about old media. But it's very funny to see how they praised and hoisted Lomachenko up, said he's the Matrix, said he's high tech, say he's unbeatable. You even had boxing media writing these fluff pieces on Lomachenko, and they seemed mesmerized by anything that Lomachenko would do. There were even people in media who were saying that Lomachenko could beat Pretty Boy Floyd Mayweather, which to me sounds like an insult and it sounds laughable, because this is what old media does. They pick their favorites and they're insanely biased against other fighters and towards those favorites. And at the end of the day, if you disagree, then they'll say you're hating on the fighter. But then as time goes on, you start to see that they overhyped the fighter, that they overstated the fighter's ability. And now you see it with old media and Vasyl Lomachenko and other fighters like Gennady Golovkin. They build Triple G up. Hey, no, guys, and Max, guys. They build these guys up and say X, Y, and Z, and Loma is the GOAT and can beat Pretty Boy Floyd Mayweather. And then when the performances regress, then they jump off the bandwagon. And now you see everybody, it looks like very little people have faith that Lomachenko can beat Devin Haney. But years ago, when Lomachenko was a champion and Devin Haney kept calling him out, Devin Haney was only 20 years old. And my channel, I was saying that Lomachenko should have fought Devin. And he actually had a better chance fighting an inexperienced Devin when he was younger. Maybe he had more time to add size and things like that and gain experience. Now it's looking like Devin Haney will beat Lomachenko, and most people are kind of betting like that outside of Paulie Malignaggi and maybe a few other people. So to me, it's just funny how this all works out. People, they said Lomachenko is better than Floyd Mayweather and all this crazy stuff. He can beat Manny Pacquiao, all these things, compared him to people in history, and said, I've seen people say Lomachenko could beat Sugar Shane Mosley, and it seems like now everyone, all those people just mysteriously vanished and dropped off the face of the earth and dissipated and disappeared into the abyss, and they're leaving Lomachenko because they're seeing that he's getting touched up in his recent fights. And that's kind of what Jermaine Ortiz is saying. He's saying, hey, I controlled him with the jab. And, Jermaine Ortiz and others, they're saying that Lomachenko's too small. To me, that's cap. It has nothing to do with him being too small, because Floyd Mayweather, if we're being honest, he's too small. I mean, compare Jerron Boots Ennis to Floyd Mayweather size-wise. Mayweather, even at this age, 45 or whatever, he's going to look a lot smaller than Jerron Boots Ennis. So Mayweather wasn't the biggest welterweight by any stretch. He survived off his ring IQ and his ability, and he evolved his style. So other thing is, Lomachenko fought in the World of Boxing series, and he fought before he turned pro, and he was over 130 pounds, like 131, 133 pounds. So he already was fighting at the higher weight. But what Top Rank does a lot of times is they'll have guys start like Shakur Stevenson, and he's probably draining himself to make featherweight. And you see how big Shakur is, and he's moving up to 135, and he's rapidly moving through the weight classes because he probably didn't even need to be at featherweight for real. But since he's young, his body was able to do it, and then your body's more pliable. Same thing with Lomachenko. When Loma was at 126, he looked way bigger than most of his opponents at 126, and no one even looked remotely close. And when Loma's fighting Rigondeaux looked tiny, things like that. And at the end of it, Lomachenko was looking huge. And then now that he's at 135 and the challenges are getting tougher, and he's finally faced a division where Loma has to fight guys that are bigger than him and have some power and more durable. Lomachenko's definitely not looking the same, and he doesn't have it to get through these fights clearly. Teofimo Lopez and Jermaine Ortiz fight. So that's a bad look for Lomachenko, because old media told you he was pound for pound really high up, and they didn't want to remove him off the pound for pound list. So they wanted to keep Lomachenko on, but they don't want to put guys like Jermell Charlo on. and he's undisputed right now. Lomachenko has no belts. They didn't want to put Shakur Stevenson on. They don't want to put undisputed Devin Haney on, but they wanted to leave Lomachenko on the pound for pound list. Now people are making a million excuses. Oh, Loma's too small. Oh, he's getting older, and you know, all these reasons why he's regressed. But to me, he looks like the same Lomachenko he's always looked like. When he was fighting Jose Pedraza, his face after that fight, his face after the Miguel Mariaga fight, you know, I think that fight he said, I need to work on my defense. You know, his face has always looked like that. He was gun shy with Tio for 6 rounds. So to me, it's just the same Lomachenko. You know, to me, it looks like people are making excuses now because they think Devin Haney's going to beat him. Let me know what you guys think of Jermaine Ortiz's interview. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Let me know how I did in this video. And I'm introducing Super Thanks right here on the official Boxingego YouTube. Super Thanks allows you, the viewers, to show a little bit of extra gratitude, which enables me as a full-time content creator to push out the content you need in the world of boxing. Underneath all the videos, you will see a heart with a $sign in it. You can enter any amount that you find suitable as a super thanks. A brand new interactive and colorful way to get your comments highlighted and noticed by not only myself, but other people on the YouTube platform. Super thanks, a unique and cool way to show and applaud us full-time content creators. Hopefully you guys enjoy the content. Super thanks. The future is now. The Hibernation 5s by Kenichi Bear. Hybrid gaming and lifestyle headphones. Out of the box, you can connect to any console or PC. Bluetooth ready with a low latency USB adapter, color RGB, and extreme bass mode. The Hibernation 5s adjust to you. Whether you need a gaming, travel, gym, or lifestyle headphones, the Hibernations got you covered. The new Hibernation 5s, link in the description. Customize the way you hear the world. Welcome to the nation. Are you tired of your YouTube videos not getting any views? Well, consider TubeBuddy. I've used TubeBuddy for years to scale up my YouTube channel. Now we're sitting over 200,000 subscribers. TubeBuddy is a browser extension that offers a ton of built-in productivity and time-saving services to take your channel to the next level. Use my link in the description to get started with TubeBuddy and level up your channel faster. We working.